Kill Denji? That's right. Today on FraudOnTheTele, we're talking about Chainsaw Man Episode 6, an episode where everyone wants to kill Denji. As always, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that tiny bell so my videos go directly into your feed. As well, if you enjoy Chainsaw Man, want to check out some of our other Chainsaw Man videos, click the eye above. The last time on Chainsaw Man Special Division 4 was investigating a devil that was believed to have eaten a piece of the gun devil, following it to a strange, secluded hotel. They investigate it, heading up to the 8th floor, where they learn that they are now stuck on this 8th floor. No matter what doors or windows they go through, they are still stuck on the 8th floor of this hotel. They kill a devil in the process, but it was weak, and no one seemed to take it any mind. Our episode begins as Himeno, the team's leader, believes that they were tricked into coming here, as the piece of the gun devil is no longer reacting, and it seems that they were drawn here, lured into this trap on the 8th floor for some reason. Denji decides to take a nap. He wakes up. They inform him that time is, in fact, frozen. Power wants to earn a Nobel Peace Prize, apparently, so she can become prime minister or political leader, so she can enact her horrible devil things. Meanwhile, Himeno's been smoking cigarettes. We get this really great line where she says, "Life's sweeter with a bit of dependency," which is pretty messed up, but, you know, that's a great line. We get an interesting flashback for how Himeno peer-pressured Aki into basically smoking for the first time, and now he's basically addicted to cigarettes. This had me laughing because, one, guys, if you haven't started smoking cigarettes or smoking, please don't start, because it is very addictive. I was very addicted to cigarettes in my time in Japan, because their culture of smoking is way different than ours. It's almost like it's like the 90s in America over there. There's literally just smoking section rooms in like almost every building, at least in the city where I lived in. So please don't smoke. Meanwhile, Aki's been investigating, I guess, the rest of this 8th floor of the hotel. He apparently found the same devil they killed earlier, but it's a lot bigger now, and it's really freaking gross. Like, really gross. And then Himeno uses her ghost arm to do some damage, messing it up a bit, but she can't kill it. Apparently the devil's heart is hidden somewhere, though it feels pain. We learn that this is the Eternity Devil, or whatever the heck that's supposed to mean. The devil offers Special Division 4 a contract. It says if you feed him Denji, dead or alive, it will let the rest of them go. We learn that devil contracts must be upheld. If one end of the bargain is upheld, then the other must uphold their end of the bargain. So indeed, if they killed Denji, they would be let free. Now, this whole entire time, Kobene has been going absolutely crazy because she is a nervous freaking wreck. So she's down to kill Denji. We have no idea how long they've been stuck in this hotel. It's presumed a while, maybe a day, a couple days or more. They don't have really any food, and what little food they did have, Power eats it all, so things are starting to get very Lord of the Flies in this hotel. There's a few times where Kobene tries to kill Denji. Aki wants to use the strange sword on his back, but Himeno won't let him, saying that if he uses it, invokes this pact with whatever this strange sword is, it will take a significant amount of time off of his life, which she doesn't want him to do, seeing as she's had like a ton of her partners die, even though it's most likely that this sword would indeed help them and probably kill this devil. But don't worry, we'll be seeing that sword in the future. The group are sitting in this elevator shaft. The strange Eternity Devil is being gross at the very bottom of the shaft, when all of a sudden Kobene tries to kill Denji, attacking him with a butcher knife. Aki, though, pushes him out of the way, taking the knife like a real freaking homie. Aki really is the actual protagonist of this anime at times. No, for real. If this was like any other anime but Chainsaw Man, Aki would be your protagonist. Aki says he needs Denji alive to help kill the gun devil, so he will not let him die. Denji, though, doesn't care much for Aki's help and decides that he's going to deal with this his own way, as he finally goes full chainsaw, jumping down into the elevator shaft. Denji believes that this devil does in fact fear him in the chainsaw, or else why wouldn't it have attacked them? It wants his friends to kill him because it's scared of him. But for whatever reason, it seems to want his power. I mean, we know that Denji is obviously pretty freaking strong. So while Denji thinks he may not be able to kill it, he thinks he may be able to cause it enough pain or it might just want to die as he leaps into the mouth of the Eternity Devil, and our episode ends. God, I love Chainsaw Man. This episode was like so fun, such a different change of pace. They're really crude sometimes, not just in like a sexual way. I mean, the fact that they make smoking look as cool as they do, and they talk, and there's this whole like scene about like Himeno trying to like peer pressure Aki and eventually peer pressuring him into smoking, and now he's like addicted to cigarettes, but they like almost kind of glorify it in the way. It's funny, and it also is like, I don't know, kind of on the nose, like, hey, you probably shouldn't smoke. Also, the whole kind of interaction between the group and the, you know, attempted tearing apart at the seams with this contract, watching the group go through their different kind of reactions to this idea of killing Denji to gain their freedom, because we have to remember that they really don't have a ton of reason to super trust Denji, seeing as he is part devil. It was just fun watching this dynamic play out, and it feels very kind of real at times in their character reactions. It would make sense that some of these characters would want to kill Denji. It is just made for a very fun, interesting episode. It was a bunch of wild jokes spread out throughout this episode, and I love Power's whole rationale for wanting a Nobel Peace Prize. Power is like a hilarious character, but I love the horror-ness, the horror vibes of this episode, and they did a bunch of teasing, obviously, with Aki's sword, and a bunch more of like fleshing out of this relationship between Aki and Himeno, which is obviously important and they want you to care about. And Denji finally gets to go full chainsaw. Yeah, we were edged a bit in this episode, and we really didn't get to see anything crazy, but it was still fun, and anime is gonna be like that at times. We gotta remember this is still the first kind of arc of Chainsaw Man. This is the intro, you know what I mean? We're still building up to bigger, crazier things, so it's gonna be kind of paced like this, but personally, I enjoy it. I mean, how many times have I said on this channel and in this series that this anime is kind of a breath of fresh air from its kind of other shonen counterparts in the mainstream? So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What was your favorite moment from this episode? What was your favorite joke? Because there was a lot of them. Also, like that first line with Kobene where she's like, I either had to become a sex worker or a devil hunter because my parents couldn't afford me to go to college. Like, what the heck? Chainsaw Man. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that tiny bell so my videos go directly into your feed. And don't forget to check out some of our other Chainsaw Man episode breakdowns, as well as our other Chainsaw Man content. As always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace. Love.